So hello everyone, my name is Shashank. I am from Webform Designs, and today we are going to discuss about how to improve your community engagement. Like in previous webinar, we have discussed about how to create a community website using BuddyPress on WordPress and using our theme BuddyX. So now today we are going to discuss about how to increase the engagement in your community and what are the features of BuddyPress you can utilize and the add-ons which you can implement in your website to improve the engagement of the community. And today with me is Muneza, and she is going to present us all the points. And we are going to just take a look of how you can implement such strategies in your community one by one. So, Muneza,
Hi everyone, my name is Munaza and I work as a QA engineer for Webcam Designs. Today we are talking about community engagement and strategies to increase the community engagement. So in today's era, as we know that building a community is must, but community is not only about followers, but it is about the engagement between your community members. So keeping that in mind, we have today's discussion is about in how to increase the engagement between your community members. So without further ado, let's start our topic. We have got some slides, so I'm sharing the screen so you can see my screen. Let me share first. Okay. So before knowing the strategies of increasing the engagement between your community members, we should know what is community engagement actually. So we all know that the best communities are actually made up of supportive, enthusiastic, and helpful members who are keen to share their ideas, who are keen to give their inputs and share their interest, also keen to help other members within the community. So how to build these engagement between the community members is the point that we have to discuss about. So what we have to do is to increase the engagement. This sounds good, but actually the problem of how to do this is the one with which most of the brands struggle with. So we are giving some of the strategies, some tips and tricks that when you involve in your community, when you implement in your community, you will get an engaged community and so that you also can grow your community easily. So we have covered some points to increase the engagement. First is personalized content. Second one is encourage user generated content, interactive elements, recognize and reward, micro communities, make it fun, collaborate with your influencer. And the last one is reviews and feedback. So we'll cover one by one. So first one is personalized content. So in the context of community, content is actually to tailor your content or to customize your content according to your members' need, according to your members' choice, according to their interest. So you have to make your content that your user wants because they see what they want. Like if I talk about myself, I am registered various community websites, whether it is Facebook, whether it is Instagram. So I'm interested in some of the topics only. I see only those topics. So if we discuss about your community, so you have to do same approach. You have to personalize your content according to your members' choice. In this direction, what you can do is to use data analytics to understand your audience behavior, and then you can tailor your content to their preference and interest. If this data analytics things is tough for you or you have out of the budget, so I am giving some of the points that you can include within your community. So first is you can allow your members to profile create their full-fledged profile. So with the help of these profile, you can understand their hobbies, their interests, their do's and don'ts. According to that, you can share the content with them. Now the question arises in your mind, how can I share the content? You can send them to mail, you can send them to send them notification, and you can also segregate your members based on their types. Let's suppose you are creating an e-learning website. So you have various members. Some of them are students, some of them are teachers. So you can segregate them based on their types, and based on their types, you can suggest them content. Also, you can create various groups, like you can create a group that gives content related to technology. You can create group that give content related to current affairs. So if a member is interested in technology group, they can join that group and can see personalized data. So these points can help you to give personalized content to your members. So you can implement member types into your community, you can create group types into your community, and next thing is you can allow your members to create their profiles, to fill their profile. So this will also help you to know about the interest of your members, their their areas of interest, and you can suggest content based upon their interest. So this was about personalized content.
Okay, great.
Next, we have encourage user content, user generated content. So if you are creating a community and members are joined into your community, so they will create content. So now you are also giving them some kind of content. Now you have to know how you can give the content that they want. So you can ask them, like if you want to grow your community, you basically have to ask them how which type of content they want to see, in which content they are interested. When you ask them, when you know their interest, asking your audience will take you so far and give the that result that you want. So because when you ask your people, they will share their stories, they will share their experience, they will share that they are facing within your community, they will give their input that we need this kind of content, we need this kind of feature in your community. So according to that input, according to that ideas, you can make them implement into your community, and this will help your members. Next thing is you can also encourage their created content. If let's suppose a member has created a creative post, so you can reshare that post. This will encourage other members also to create creative content, to engage in your community, and you can react to their content, because people love to feel special, right? So if you as an administrator react to their posts, react to their activities, react to their content, they will feel special. And if a, a person within the community, a member of a community feeling special, so other people will also want to do the same thing. Other people will also want to create some creative content, so they will also because they will also need encouragement, right? So encourage user generated content will also help to engage your community members, to boost the engagement between your community members, and uh, to grow your community. So this was about encourage user generated content. Next is about interactive elements. This is the most important points of engaging community, because as much as the community is fun, people are going to participate within your community, because in their hectic schedule they want something fun, they want something light. So you have to include those kind of features that are interactive, for those in which they can participate, they can make fun for those with those content, right? So what you can do, you can implement polls to gather information, to gather opinion from your members. You can also include hashtag, so they can easily discover their special content, their choices, their interests. They can follow a particular hashtag, right? They can also participate the quiz. You can create quizzes onto your community. This quiz can be any type, any of type. It will be related to your community, right? So you can create quiz, you can create polls, hashtag, and you can also allow them to create stories like we do on the Instagram, right? So this will also help to increase engagement. Next is friend and follow suggestion. You can suggest friends based on their interest, right? Same interest attract more. So if you suggest the friends that are according to their interest, they will connect with them. They don't have to navigate here and there and search for the same kind of interest. You just suggest them and they will connect with each of them, and apparently this will increase the engagement. So you have to make sure that you are including interactive elements, interactive feature, fun points into your community. So this was about
That was
interactive elements. And next is about recognize and rewards. Now, what every people love to feel special. People love to get reward. In fact, most people crave it because in today's era, people doesn't treat each and everyone with doesn't treat each and everyone doesn't feel like they are treating good, like, so if you are treating good, if you are giving them reward, if you are recognizing their efforts and giving reward based on their efforts, so they will love that, and they will be engaged into your community, right? Let's suppose they are creating posts, they are creating activities, they are participating in your community. So you can give them rewards in the form of badges, in the form of points, in the form of anything. So these are small things, but this will give a great output to your community, because when people are engaged, when people are getting something on their actions, on their different event, so they will feel special, and eventually this will also increase community engagement. So you can do this by including gamification. You can incorporate gamification to make interaction more enjoyable, because when people are getting rewards on their activities, they will participate more in the activities, and then it will help to grow your community. It will help to engage your community members more.
right.
Now we
Okay.
have micro communities. So what is micro communities? Let's suppose you have created a community, but into your community there are various types of people who are interested in different types of
Interest group we
ideas.
can say.
They have different ideas. They are interested in different topics. So you can create subgroups. You can create channels dedicated to specific topics or interest, and this offers your members, in which your members can participate, your members can join in those kind of groups in which they are interested. They can participate in those channels which they have knowledge, and thus this will engage themselves because they have that kind of interest. So they will engage more in those kind of groups, those kind of channels. So what you can do is you can introduce group feature into your community. You can introduce forum discussion into your communities, and it will be a great way for your community to connect and deepen their relationship with other community members. So you have to create micro communities into your community. Next is make it fun. So we have already discussed about it, that you have to make your community fun, enjoyable, that if you inject humor and entertainment into your community, you can introduce jokes, memes, and light-hearted content. So it can make your interaction more enjoyable, and more people will connect more into your community. So how can you do this? You can do this by introducing status feature. Your members can upload status. Your members can tell them how they are feeling. Your members can update their mood like we do on the Facebook. Your members can also, you can also suggest birthdays of other members so that they can wish each other. This will also increase community engagement, and your members, this will also increase the reach of your members, and people will also feel special that our community members are wishing my birthday on my birthday. They know that this is my birthday. So this will also help to improve the engagement. Next is who viewed my profile, because people love to see how popular I am, like, right? So when somebody is visiting some people's profile, some person's profile, so they also keep visiting. Today, is anyone visited my profile today? Has anyone visited my profile today? So this will also increase engagement, and your community will be entertained community, and your members will also feel heartful to come to your community. So making community fun is an important part. Next is collaborate your influencers. So as we all know that we are not perfect, we don't know everything, nor can we do, because everyone have some kind of knowledge only. So you want to give a perfect knowledge to your community members. You can collaborate with other experts. You can invite to the experts into your community, so that your community members get to know those experts, and this will increase engagement, as well as if that expert has some kind of followers, they will also be attracted towards your community. So it will be a win-win situation, right? So you can collaborate your influencers also. Next is review and feedback. So your community is evolving, so you have to evolve also. How will you evolve? So the question arises is, how can you evolve with your community members? So the answer is simple. You have to ask them, right, what kind of features they wanted. So how do you know? You will ask them feedback. You will ask feedbacks from them. You will ask reviews from them. You will ask what kind of features you want. You can schedule a Q&A also. When a Q&A is scheduled, you can discuss one-to-one with your community members. This will increase engagement also, and they will discuss their points with you. You get to know their points. You can implement those points into your community. So reviews and feedbacks are must for an engaged community. So you have nothing to do. You just have to ask from your members, and they will give you feedbacks and reviews. Next is organize online events. So if you are an e-learning website creator, if you are a coach, if you have just a fun-loving community, you have to organize online events. This any kind of event, it can be a Q&A session, it can be a knowledge discussion session, it can be a simple talking session. So you will get to know your members get to know about you. So it will also increase engagement, and you share your knowledge with the other person. Other members will also share their in-depth knowledge and opportunities, and they will interact with you. And you can also interact, give them offer to interact with other members. So online events will also be helpful for your increase in community engagement. Implemented all those things, now you have to measure the engagement of your community. How you gonna measure, is my community is engaged, are my members are participating in my community or not, are my members are creating content or not? How you are going to measure these key metrics? So these key metrics can be measured by active members. You can measure the number of members who are regularly participating in the discussion or active forums. You can keep an eye on user-generated content. You can track the quantity and quality of content contributed by the members. You can also keep an eye on interaction rate. You can calculate the interaction rate, like comments and shares, or to the number of shares on the post. You can also check the engagement duration. You can monitor how long members stay engaged during community visits. Polls and quizzes engagement. You can assess the participation in polls and quizzes. You can also evaluate the webinar attendance, and you can check the feedbacks and surveys. So these key metrics will be helpful for you to measure the engagement of the community. So in conclusion, community engagement is not a one day thing that you have implemented all those things, but it is an ongoing process. You have to keep track each and everything on regular basis, because if you are you maintain your continuity, then apparently eventually your community will going to grow and your members will be going to engage. Because if you are going to give your 100%, you are going to get the output, that is sure. So you can build a thriving online community that fosters meaningful connection and provides value to its members.
Thank you, Vanessa. These are
Thank you.
these are great points. Okay. And now I think we are going to see like how we can implement some of these points which Munaja mentioned in your BuddyPress Power Community. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and show you guys like what add-ons you can implement to enable these features.
Sure.
Okay. So for better community engagement, like previously we see that we offer a theme for BuddyPress. Like BuddyPress is for creating community website, and using the theme you can provide a professional design. But only creating a plain community is not going to help you to grow your community fast. So you need a lot. You can implement a lot of add-ons to it, and like the add-ons are like the features which you are going to present to your community members, so that they get something new to check your community time by time, and the features they like you can keep remaining in your community. And other than that, you can try and test the features. If your community members like, you can keep them, otherwise you can just try some any more thing whichever brings engagement to you. So first of all, we have these free BuddyPress add-ons which you can use in your BuddyPress powered community websites. And in the engagement point of view, I can say that first of all, what we discussed was the personalized content. For personalized content, you have to know your members, like what your type of members you have, so that you can provide them a personalized data. You can say like personalized elements in the community so that they can engage more. And one easier way to categorize your members on your website is providing a member type form on your website. When they register on your website, you provide them, like you can, as an admin, you can create some member types using these free add-ons, or by default you can assign, like you can allow them in the register form like what interest area you have, and if they select like they are business oriented or developer, or they are a student, and these kind of things will be shown on their profile using this add-on. And that way you will have a data like we have these types of members on your community, and so that you can reach out to them using the personalized content in your community. And next one is for engagement point of view, or you can say from for growing your community, you can allow them to have a blog. This is like a community specific feature, whether you want people to share much more content, is only not in only in the activity stream, but also with your community website, so that you can allow them to create a blog post on your community similar to
Content blog
in
posting basically.
yeah, blog posting, like the blog in your community. In the blog, yeah, other members can also post a complete whole blog on the community. And next one is like the birthday visit. What birthday visit is like, not specific to birthdays only, like showing the birthdays. You can like customize it based on, like you can name it anything, like the type of community you have, like you can provide it anniversary date or any event date or a foundation date. If you have a business communities, you can provide the foundation date, so that businesses foundation date are there, so everyone can visit them, like foundation date.
Any annual events.
Yeah, any annual events like this. This visit will utilize the date field,
Right.
the which you will provide offer the members on their profile. And next one is the activity bump. This is very small feature, but it is very engaging features, like the activities in your community. By default, in the BuddyPress, like if someone comment on your previous activity, it will not bump up. So to boost any active activity in your activity stream, this feature is very helpful. Like if someone commented on a activity below, then it will bump up on the top of the activity stream so that others can see and easily can react on that. Okay, so this is actually very helpful for engaging communities. It's not like the latest activity people will react only. They can also
Yes.
react on previous activity, and that can be the conversation topic in your activity
Older
community.
activities will eventually come to the top.
Yeah. And next one is the to-do list. It's a like very specific requirement. Like if you want a very highly engaging community, this is a very specific plugin. I think you guys can read about it and learn more about it, how you can utilize it in your community. But it's a great feature to keep your members engaged in your community, like assigning some a to-do task which they have a timeline. They need to come back on your uh, community and put up like whether they have completed or not. Okay, this is very specific plugin. And so you have to like read more about it before applying on your website, like how you are going to utilize that feature.
And this will also allow you to create to-dos into your groups.
Yeah, like for the group specific, you
Yeah.
can assign like this set of group, like we discussed about personalized content. So
Right.
if you have a personalized group, you can also
Yeah.
assign,
Right.
use this feature in that particular group if you find that you want to keep them more engaged in your group. And
Exactly.
next one is a very different feature which uh, can be utilized on a specific communities, where if you want your members to have a review feature, like members can review each other. Like I can say it will be great for some sort of influencer profile, or you can say any specific niche which require people to like list people like these are the top members in our community, and these are the not, these are just below them, and listing out the members like these are the most popular member in the community, and these are very active member in the community, or those sort of thing. Like based on the other people reactions, they can gain like more number of reviews are better for the profile. So this is also very engaging feature in a community. Like, but it's very specific whether you want your community members to have the review feature or not. So it's up to you. So all these elements is not necessarily that you apply everything on your community to engage, increase the engagement. You have to choose, try and test the features, and what suits for your community. You can always give it a try.
Right.
And next one is a check-in feature, which is allow them to check in to any location which they visited. Like if you have a travel community, then this is a must-have a feature. Like people can share which hotel they have stayed. Like a travel blogging community is definitely need this sort of feature so that they can easily share the location they have stayed. And next one, these are the free add-ons. You can
Yes.
simply try and test all these. And there's another feature which is you can say is more dedicated to engagement. Like by default, you will not get the notification for any like on your profile in the WordPress. So we have created this little add-on just to so that you get a notification like via email and also on the your website, on your community website, on the notification icon, and it might bring more engagement, like people can visit and see like who liked my profile and then react accordingly. And
React
there's,
through who are
yeah,
giving the reaction on activities and liking the activities. So
by
people
default
will get the notification.
by default this notification was not
Not
active.
available in WordPress. Yes.
Yes. And next one is the BuddyBoss activity social share, which is the default features. Like uh, to grow your community, this is a very great feature. Like if you have a small community and want to grow it, so definitely you have to do the general marketing thing, like share on the various social media platforms so that people can come to your community and see what kind of community you have, what kind of members you have, and try to whether they can join it or not. So this share button is for sharing the what's happening in your community with other world in the other social networks. So these are some of the free add-ons which we have created dedicated to for engagement purpose. And we have some of the premium add-ons which we have discussed, like the features we discussed are the polls and hashtags. So all these can be implemented using our these premium add-ons. And this is like the business profile, which is by default is not available with the BuddyPress. And now you can create your, if your members want to have their business page to like similar to Facebook, like if you have a profile on Facebook, you want to create a page of your business on the Facebook, you can utilize this and create the page like whether the business page or you can say uh, their individual page so that they can share and let people know about. And this activity stream will have access only for the admin whose page is this. They can share the content and only the followers can like and do all those things. And it's a very extensive plugin. You can read more about it. It's a very great for businesses and the for increasing your community, you can say for engagement point of view, all sorts of elements are very helpful to grow the overall community. And next one is idea push. This is a great integration if you want to need the feedback from your client for your
Yeah.
community members, you can say, and community members can share the ideas what they need in the community. So idea push is great integration to get the feedbacks from the members. And next one is contact me form. I think this is more about building part. Like if you have a private community, but you want someone shared your content on the any social network website and your community is private, but still if you want that they can send a private message to any member, the public message to any member, then you can allow this feature. And using this contact me plugin, they can send a public message to your member. Just like this form will open up and they can send a message to them, your community member. Even if your
This will be
community,
a one-to-one message.
no,
And
no, no, this is the private message feature is for the communication between the members of the website, but the public message is like
yeah,
anyone.
visitors can also send messages.
Yeah, anyone who is not the member of your community but still want to send a message to any person, they can just use this form and send a message to the community member. And next one is the very interactive WP stories, which is pretty much built for BuddyPress only. Like all the activity, all the community members can create stories on their profile, and it's very engaging feature. Like everyone at least visits someone's active stories and the member can see like who has visited the stories of there. It's a very simple feature but very engaging feature based on the current trends.
Yeah, same as Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah. And next one was like just to provide the feature. And as I told you, like some of the features are like you can try and test in your community, and if your community members like, you can keep it up there. Otherwise, you can discard it. So I think the who viewer my profile was a feature bring up by Facebook one time, but they try and tested, and after some time they remove this feature. So these kind of things happen in the community, like you bring something new, whether it's successful or not, so don't hesitate, try to implement these new features, and if something is successful, you can keep it in your community.
Yeah, you will have to do the experiments.
Exactly. And this is again the member block. This is more extensive feature for the members to do the blogging.
Some additional features.
Yes. And next one is that check-in is the same, like more features with the check-in. Next one is the friend and follow session, which we discussed, like so that your members do not feel alone in the community. They can also find some other session which they can send requests. This is similar to like Facebook. It still shows this feature, like you can follow, and people you can follow, and you can send friend requests to people. So based on the member's profile field, there is a match type is create, like people have this matching score, like the name and the gender and the date of birth things. It create a match feature, and based on the matching, it create a list of friend suggestions. So this is really great plugin. You can try and test it. All the plugins have a demos there. You can try the live demo and check these plugins one by one. And next one is BuddyPress Quotes. It's a feature for creating more attractive content. You can say, like if you want to share a color, able your member to create a post with a colorful background, they can create a activities like this, like choose the color, a background color, and you find this feature in Facebook, and people use a lot, like especially in the groups, people use a lot to highlight the some post or to ask questions or such kind of thing. These kind of posts are very useful, and you can try and test it. It's available with BuddyPress. And next one is we have yeah, for engagement point of view, we have auto friends too. With this auto friend is feature is by default the first communication between the admin and the new member. Like admin can select that these moderators and he himself will be auto friend with a new member who will join the community, and admin will have a like a, you can say, custom message with the new member to welcome him, and directly chat with a new member if he have any query or to session. As I think you can find it more in the social platform. For in the LinkedIn, you find it always like you will get the first message from the uh, like this, I'm from LinkedIn. They send the first message when someone sign up on LinkedIn. Actually, this was the feature which was introduced. I think the first, you can say, social network, which was MySpace. MySpace used to do a lot. Like after the sign up, they used to send regular messages to the members too. Like in the private message, they regularly send a message to the members of the website to share any news or information via private message to dedicated members. And next one, we can see the status one, like allowing people to have a status icon on their profile. This is like along with some text too, like you can say like WhatsApp status, just like WhatsApp status. You can also introduce a status and in your BuddyPress Powered Community website too. And next one is the hashtag, which is the most popular one. For engaging community, you can get a lot number of hashtags, and you can also show the hashtags used in the website in a sidebar widget, so that people can check like what activities are hashtags are trending, and on clicking the hashtag they can see the related activities which are happening in the community. Next one I think we can talk about is the poll feature. Poll feature is,
We already have discussed about, yes.
yeah, we already discussed about it. Poll feature is very extensively used by communities to, at least when you find your community is very silent, you can simply as an admin too, you can just run a poll and increase the engagement.
Yeah.
And this poll plugin also allow you to create the quizzes on it,
Quizzes also.
quizzes on any particular pages. Like you can create a new page for quiz specific and ask people to submit feedback and participate in the quiz. So this poll include the quiz feature to play the quiz with your members on your website too.
And there
Okay,
are
like
multiple types of quizzes are available. Like you can create audio quiz, you can create video poll, you can create image poll. So there are multiple of ways are available to create quizzes and polls.
yeah,
So
that's great.
check
Like
that.
Like of the quizzes of all types, like
Right.
images and audios, are very interactive in nature. So that's it. Like these are the, and by default with BuddyPress, you do not get the feature for sharing images and documents. So for that, you can use RT Media plugin. And if you are not familiar about that, then you can simply use this free add-ons too. Like this is the compulsory add-on. You can say if you are using with BuddyPress only, then you can utilize this feature to share the images. And there is BuddyPress Docs, which you can use to share documents and images. Okay, so along with the documents and images, you can have all these add-ons and utilize them and to increase your community engagement. And only thing you have to focus on is the personalized content. Personalization of the content is the most important aspect for any community to increase engagement. Like whether you are throwing something in your community for to members to react, whether it's relevant to them or not. So that's very important to know your members in the community, and that's why you can get some user generated content on your website too. Like overall engagement of the website will improve only when you understand your members and plan accordingly for your community engagement.